Today, we are going to be retreating to forests of old to build a fairy core kingdom. Beneath shimmering leaves, between and underneath colourful petals, fairies have been a staple of many a myth, legend, and bedtime story. My name is Em, and I invite you to join me as we pull a fairy core kingdom off the pages of stories and create it here in Minecraft Hardcore. I love day ones because I feel like they always set the tone for the rest of the project. So let's start this one off right and get ourselves some tools. I'm just gonna make myself a wooden pickaxe because there is some stone up here. So we only really need, well, like I said, a wooden pickaxe. And then we can use the rest of the wood to make our little, you know, the sticks, the holder things, you know, what you need for all of the other tools. What is that? Oh, it's a pig. That did not look like a pig. What I could do is actually make ourselves the stone pickaxe now, and then we can mine even faster. Oh, that is the wrong tool. I was meant to make a sword. Okay. How did I do that twice? There we go. Oh my goodness. Why was that so difficult? Now I just need to get another piece of cobblestone and we can make ourselves the furnace for later. Wait. Oh, a furnace is only 8. We had the right amount all along. I'm actually not going to sleep tonight as I want to be fully prepared for tomorrow. I don't want to go too far from the area because the flower forest is beautiful and so perfect for our fairy core project. But I'm going to mine the rest of tonight and see if I can get ahead on resources. Man, that was a huge vein of coal. And there's a couple pieces of iron here, luckily. Hopefully there's nothing scary about to shoot me off of it. And we are out just in time for the morning, so let's go find some sheep to make a bed for later. Is that a turtle? It was! Hi! Anyways. It's very frustrating that you have to have the same kind of sheep to have the same kind of wool to make a bed. And with the mod that I'm using, there are many types of sheep. But luckily there are 3 white ones there, so that will do. Let's make ourselves a bed and then go for a little walk around. I guess we should also make some of our iron tools whilst we're here. And let's finally make a sword. And actually a sword this time, not 3 different stone shovels. Oh good, there's a village nearby. Let's just take a little visit to these guys and borrow some of their stuff. We'll borrow some of their seeds from here. I'm just going to take the wheat because the bread is the best thing ever in this game. No cooking involved or anything. You don't have to make any. Well, I guess you do technically still have to make the bread, but it doesn't take long. See, just 3 pieces of bread right there. To be honest, you'd think with this game you would have to bake the bread, but, you know, I'm not complaining. Let's have a little look, see if they've got any hay bales laying around. Oh, right there. Ouch. Why did I think you could jump into those without taking damage? Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. I will not be giving these back. Oh. He just tried to jump on my head. He's mad at me. All right, what else is there around here? I guess we should loot check out the houses. There's so many hay bales. I'm going to be eating for this entire thing, no problem. I guess it's snack time. Yummy. Okay, maybe these houses up on the hill have some good stuff. Oh, more hay bales. All right, these guys have some possessions. We'll take some bread. Thank you very much. Oh, he's coming for me. Let's check out this little... All right. Anything? Ooh, a bakery. Okay, so the villagers didn't have much for me, but there is this cool cave right here. So I think I'm going to make my way down here and hopefully get a little bit more iron. I only really need to make an iron shovel, I guess, left over, but you know, you can never have too much iron because this stuff's going to break eventually and I'm going to need to make more, so. Oh, there's some coal too. That's good. Is there even any iron? That's iron, right? Oh! The way the zombie fell down that hole. Oh my goodness. Anyways, alright, few pieces of iron, then we can head up and I guess steal some blocks from the village. Maybe a few pieces of wood, maybe a few pieces of stone, that sort of stuff. Oh, maybe we'll do that without dying to a skeleton. Can we do that, possibly? Oh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Oh my goodness. I didn't realize my health was that low. Okay, I think the main thing I'm going to take from this village are these bricks, because they're kind of annoying to make. So if we just take these ones that are already made, and we can probably take some of these decorative features too. Yeah, I think we'll be good for this village, and then we can head back and do a little bit of work around our actual area. Oh, well, I guess my inventory is full of stone shovels, actually. I think that's a good little setup. I've put everything that I have into my chest, and just real quick, I'm going to run down to the lake here and plant some of our seeds that we borrowed from the village. I'm planting all these seeds, but I do have all of these hay bales, so I feel like we're not going to need these for a while, but, you know, at least they'll be here for when we do need them. If we need them. I think that should be enough for now, and it is starting to get dark, so let's head to bed. Actually, yeah, it's not quite dark enough to go to sleep yet. At least the sunset's nice to look at. So I have some idea of how I want the first build to go, but before we do that, we're gonna have to clear some space, so let's cut down these trees. Why does that tree look like that? The upside to having to cut down all of these trees to make space for the builds is that I do have a lot of materials for the builds. To start with, anyways. Alright, I feel like that's definitely enough space for the first build that I want to do, but I think I should probably just get rid of the other trees in this area because, of course, this is going to be a kingdom and they're going to need to be gone at some point. And now that's all done, we have a little time to just pick up some cute flowers. Did I just hear a donkey? Oh, I did! Hey! I don't know what donkeys eat. I guess carrots or wheat or something, but I don't have any of that because I turned it all into bread. What is a turtle doing up here? You're a little bit far from home. I should be able to pick him up. Nice! Let's get you back to the water. Anyways, enjoy. Man, I feel really good about that. I hope he wasn't trying to, you know, actually do something out here. What are these? Oh, it's carrots. Where's the donkey? Does the donkey eat carrots? I feel like I'm getting really distracted now. He doesn't like carrots. Okay, fair enough. Okay, we have our area prepped to start building. I think tomorrow we'll sort out some resources and, yeah, then get going. I set out to gather the first batch of resources. My first stop, underground. There I picked up as much cobblestone, moss, and iron as I could carry, and I turned some of the iron into armor and set back out to gather concrete and vibrant dyes. Before I returned home, I also journeyed far to gather a material I don't use often. Bamboo. Once I had everything, I set off home. I think to get into building like this, we're going to start with a moss house. I want all of these builds to be super whimsical, so I think asymmetry is going to be our best friend here. Let's see if we can get a good base going. I kind of just want to work with the area that we're working in, if you know what I mean. Like, this was already like this, just fill in the gaps sort of. You know, I think that's the easiest way to do this. The only difficult part here is that there isn't really much to work with now, but, you know, the sentiment was there. Kind of concerned I've done something wrong. Well, actually I can't do anything wrong here, but like I wanted this to just line up to this, but I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. Actually, I guess that works. If I just get rid of this one? Yeah, okay. I'm so smart. That's 100% what I meant to do. Now let's just fill this thing in. And then we'll be able to get some walls done, I think. Nice. Okay, I think the best thing to do to start with is just start building up the sides of these walls, and then I guess we'll start adding in the asymmetry afterwards. Okay, asymmetry is apparently hard. I guess we can just kind of place stuff randomly on the sides and hope that it looks good, as always. Alright, we are running out of daylight very shortly here, so I think I just have enough time to finish this off. I'm pretty much just placing stairs and oak planks randomly, and just really hoping that it looks great. Okay, I'm not sure if great is the word, but it definitely looks asymmetrical. And I guess it'll look whimsical eventually. Okay, so I was talking about asymmetry when we were building yesterday, and I still think that's going to be our best friend with this roof. I want it to have like a swooping organic sort of feel, so let's see what we can do. Ooh, okay, yep, the vision is becoming clearer and I am starting to get a feel for this. I do want to cover this in moss though, because obviously it all being oak is pretty boring. I feel like a nice little awning type thing could look cute there. Maybe like this? I don't know. Well, okay, maybe we'll come back to that bit. Not entirely sold on that. I feel like we can just kind of get away with covering up the oak parts of the roof with all of this moss, and then it should still have that same kind of shape that we just created, but just by, I don't know, just using less moss and stuff. Does that make sense? Okay, yeah, that's not too bad. I just need to bring this probably out and around here. Okay, yeah, I think that's okay. Oh, I missed a spot. Alright, that should be fine for now. We can always come back to it. I just need to cover all of these extra bits here, and then I think we'll have a better idea of what kind of shape we need to do for these roofs. I spent the rest of the day feeling kind of like a florist while I tried to get the moss to drape just so over the roof of the house. Okay, I feel like that's really come together with the roof and the moss and everything. So I think tomorrow we'll just add some details and that'll be done. I think one more day on this house to get things looking a little bit more smoothed out and, I don't know, whimsical should be enough. I'm just going to take out some of these, what are they called? Oak planks, and replace them with oak logs just to add a little bit more texture to this build. And I'm also going to take out random pieces of the moss and replace them with some lime terracotta or some of these bamboo blocks. I also think that a couple moss blocks around the edge of the build could be a good idea too. I also think that topping off the roof or underneathing off the roof with some of these spruce stairs would look cute. And to finish off the spruce vibe, let's just cover up the bottom of these with some extra spruce planks. And finally, let's add a little extra awning to this. And I guess it would be a good idea to add some supports for the awning. Okay, I think that looks super, super cute. Just real quick before the sun sets, I'm gonna put in some lights up here just because I don't want anything too scary spawning and then having to deal with it once they've already spawned. So let's put a lovely little light in there, and then one on the other floor also. Nice. I wouldn't exactly call this cutesy and more like creative and eccentric, but I do really love it. I do have a bit of leftover wood, so I'm just gonna set up a little tiny lakeside dock for, you know, for fishing and sailing and other fairy activities. You know how it goes. Fairies are always sailing. I do feel like fairies fish though, right? I could imagine a fairy sat on the end of a dock and catching some fish. Okay, I actually think that might be... Wait, no, is that good? Or would it look better if we did it like just too wide? Maybe that's not wide enough for a dock. Okay, no, I feel like it has to be like this. I knew if we were going to continue on with all of the blocks we were going to need, Silk Touch was essential. So I descended underground, searching mine shafts and picking up diamonds along the way until I found a Silk Touch book. Once that was successfully turned into a pickaxe, I gathered a wide variety of blocks including diorite, calcite, mushroom blocks, terracotta, which I dyed red, obsidian, and more. Once my little goblin resource adventure was over, I headed back to continue work on our fairy core kingdom. Mushroom house. Mushroom house. Whatever could it mean? It means I think this red on the mushroom house is gonna really pop. But as with every house ever, let's see if we can knock out a foundation and a frame today. Alright, that was easy enough. Let's add some walls. I'm kind of trying to add in the wall details as I'm doing it this time, instead of like with this house where I had to take bits out and add them in. Just because obviously that will save me a lot of time. I'm going to start the frame a few blocks up because on the bottom kind of floor area, I'm going to do a different kind of block. And I'm regretting using full logs for this because I have to keep doing these long, like, support beams just so I can place the block the right way around. Ouch. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Let's just get rid of all of our support beams and finish all of these walls off. This will eventually shape up to be exactly the pop of color that our sweet little kingdom needs, but for now let's get these walls filled in with not so much of a pop of color. I'm pretty much just gonna fill in the entire bottom of this with this tough kind of block. Don't know why I said tough kind of block, because it is just tough block. Full stop. Then to fill in these windows, I'm going to use some of this calcite and then fill in the rest of this with wool. Actually, ouch. I think I'm going to make the windows just a little bit smaller because I'm going to add some details on the outside, so need to make sure that we have enough space to do that without blocking the windows. Can I make this jump? Apparently not. I actually tried then, but that was actually horrific. And can I make this jump? Wow, round of applause for me there. Apparently I can jump. Ouch, but apparently I can't crouch. Alright, that is all of the walls filled. Now let's add some details. So I'm gonna add some barrels into these gaps just for extra texture and detail. And then I'm gonna add in some stairs under here. And then a trapdoor under. And that should break up all of the tuff down there. Okay, yeah, that does look a lot better. I think I'm also gonna add in the same detail here, but without the barrels. I think it just needed that extra space filled also, and then some fence gates in between each one of those. Also gonna add in some more stairs along these as windowsills, and then on top of here for extra detail, maybe the fence gates in the middle. I think that looks good. Kind of hard to tell from this close. And then maybe just cover this middle part in trapdoors. Oh, not that bit. I think just some little tiny details like these oak buttons. Can I reach? I can. That's good. Ouch. Why do I keep doing that? Keep trusting myself too much. Okay, I think that might be enough actually. I did make a bunch of oak signs, but I think I actually only needed the spruce. Okay, I feel like that is much more elevated than this. So now I just gotta do that on all four sides. And we should be good. I also think it's really going to come together once we get the roof on, because that is where all of the color is going to be. Alright, that is the roof marked out. Now I just have to fill in all of the gaps. I think on the back side, I'm just going to fill it up with just the white wall. Nobody's going to really look at the back, right? And then on the front, we'll do a little bit more of a fun detail. You know, just mix in a little bit of calcite in there, maybe. Really riveting stuff. I think I'll leave that bit for now and fill it in after we've done these side bits. I love these little mushroom blocks literally so much. They're so cute and dainty and yeah, just love them. Hopefully I have enough to fill in all of this roof, to be honest. I feel like I may have built this a little bit bigger than I was planning to. I do feel like doing roofs is one of my least favorite tasks when I'm building. Building the sides and the walls and everything is literally so easy, but when it comes to doing roofs, especially roofs like this, you really have to wing it and just hope that it looks good. I guess these ones are a little bit more thought out because obviously they're just pointy roof shapes, but they're not using the stairs like most Minecraft roofs do. Alright, that is one side of the roof done. Now how do I get down? I guess... Oh. It should be fine. Maybe we can fall onto here. Alright, minimal damage. Let's go. Okay, let's get this roof finished. Alright, mushroom house details, speed run. This is a window detail moment, this is some lighting, and these are some fences. I think if I was a fairy I would live here, and not here. But this, definitely. Alright, now that's done, I think we can go make a nether portal with the obsidian that we found earlier. I should probably move my chests over to the house, potentially, or at least just start putting everything that I get into the house chests. And not all the way over here. Where? Oh, up here. There we go. Alright, not gonna do anything too crazy here, just a cute little portal. I think that should do. And then either side of the portal, I want to put these and then cover up that part. And I think I need to cover up the top part too with some more of these stripped spruce logs. That looks pretty cute. And then I'm going to put up some fence gates to stop the, what are these called? The piglings? Is that what they're called? You know, just the guys from the nether that keep coming through all of the portals all the time. Alright, I think that looks cute enough to be a nice little fairy portal, so let's light this thing up, and we've got a portal to the Nether. With the Nether portal set up, I leapt in with no hesitation. Working quickly to avoid conflict with the locals, I picked up some warped wood. I was, however, quickly evicted from the Nether by a very mean and aggressive giant pig. So I spent the next several days hunting down coral and more bamboo. I also picked up some wood and terracotta while I was on my way back home. Once I returned from the Nether, I spent the next few days working on the castle. This was easily the most important build of the whole project, as it was both the tallest and the most colourful. But once I got a handle on what I was doing, I started to absolutely breeze through this build. Man, am I glad to be doing the final details on this thing. This feels like it has taken me forever. Cute. Those are meant to be tiny little mushrooms, if you couldn't tell. Whew, okay, I think to unwind from all of that castle building, I'm going to update the dock a little bit. Just make it look a little bit better than it already does. Ooh, I think actually I'm going to extend the dock out and also change all of the oak to spruce. Okay, and then if we do campfires. Ouch, I forgot they hurt. And also put them out. Oh wait. Can I break this? No, I can't. Let's first get rid of all of these oak slabs and replace them with our lovely new spruce slabs. And then fill in the sides with our campfires. Right, let's put those out before I hurt myself even more. And then if we put on some spruce slabs to cover up the top of these oak logs, we can put some spruce trapdoors in between, and it should look super, super cute. And I was right, that literally looks so much better already. For the final details, I'm just gonna put in some fences. And the very last thing left to do is to add some lanterns. Okay, that looks super, super nice. I also have an idea for a little lily pad situation, so I think we should get started on that. I'm just gonna swim around and place a bunch of these big lily pads, and then after I've done that, I'll surround it with the smaller lily pads. And I wish you could run in water. Something super cute about these big lily pads is that you can place the corals on them. And it kind of looks like they're sprouting little flowers, which I think is going to just bring this area all together. Alright, that looks really cute, and since we have a little bit of light left, I'm gonna run around and put torches absolutely everywhere. Just to make sure nothing too scary is gonna spawn on us when the sun does disappear. I do hear something scary nearby, and yep, it's in that house where I forgot to put lights. So, you know, lesson learned. I'm putting torches all around the place now, and hopefully we won't die. Determined to get all of my stuff after such an unceremonious trip to the Nether earlier, I went in with a more definitive plan. I gathered some quartz and bone blocks and absolutely legged it out of there. Once back in the overworld, I gathered and crafted some glazed terracotta and picked up some sand for glass, as well as some more wood and flowers. Okay, so we have a couple houses and a castle. Let's make some kind of business. I imagine this to be some sort of apothecary. In modern day, it would be like a pharmacy, I guess, but apothecary sounds so much cuter. Whew. Okay, that is the base of this thing done. We still have quite a lot of the day left. Since we have quite a lot of the day left, I think I'm going to get started on actually adding the walls / details of this place. I'm going to put one of these on every corner. Oh, wait, would it be that block or this block? I think it would be this block. And then in between each of these, I'm going to do stairs. that is not somewhere where I wanted to put stairs because that will be the entrance. And I guess some stairs along here? I don't know, I might change that, but I feel like that's a good extra bit of progress that we got done before the sun went down. I think I'll just spend the final few minutes going around and changing these bottom things to the right block. And I guess I'll also get started on the frame if I have enough time. Alright, today let's get these walls filled in, and also the floor. I'm pretty much just gonna cover this entire thing in bone blocks, which might be a little bit crazy because I already filled this in with the stone bricks, but I don't know. I have a vision, okay? Whew, okay, that is the floors done. Now let's fill in the walls. I feel like walls could also be my least favorite thing to do because I always take a lot of stupid damage, but I guess if I say that, then I'm pretty much saying that every part of building a house is my least favorite part because I've already said I don't like walls and I've already said I don't like roofs and now I don't like walls. Arguably, actually, I would say walls are maybe my favorite because it's usually super simple. I just have to place these same blocks over and over again and I don't have to think too much about it. But the stupid damage is a downside. I guess I could technically stop myself from doing this by being smart as I'm building and maybe even having a water bucket, but where is the fun in that? I guess I could also just do it this way and not jump down from... Oh, I guess I am going to have to jump down at least once from a high height, but it means I'm not taking the damage so frequently, which is saving my armor, which I think is probably a good strategy, but I don't know, it just feels more fun to jump up real high and take a bunch of damage. I guess I could also do it this way, which I think is probably the quickest and safest way to do this kind of thing. But I still have to jump and take the damage. You know what? Speaking of favorites and least favorites, I think bone blocks might be up there with one of my favorites. To place, at least. I know it's a little bit annoying because you have to place them, obviously, like, the correct way and whatnot, but for the sound, 10 out of 10. Okay, so for this roof, I've already decided it's going to be a little bit funky like this one. Not sure if I have enough moss right now, but we're going to give it a go and see how far we get. I am not happy with the amount of scary sounds I am hearing from inside this building. Okay, I can already tell right now that I do not have enough materials to complete this roof. I might have just enough to complete this part, but there is, you know, this whole entire part here, and there's another part that sticks out there. So I guess we will be going on another little adventure to collect some extra materials, and then we will continue with this. This material trip is probably better explained as M loots a lush cave. I scraped that thing out for moss, and while I was at it, I grabbed some glowberries and spore flowers. There was a lot of iron in that cave, which I promptly turned into lanterns. Alright, we are so back with more moss. Let's get this roof done. I think I'm just going to fill in this entire thing with moss for now, and then I'll go back in and add more details afterwards. I think I said earlier that I prefer to add in the details as I go, so I don't have to go back and take bits out and then add them in like I did earlier, but I'm going back on my word because my brain cannot process having to do different designs right now. Alright, the roof is done. I did this super cute detail on the side. I feel like it kind of looks like tree branches, right? I do have a little bit of an idea for the side of this. I kind of want it to have something coming out of here, but I just don't want to be stood on the roof in the dark because these guys are about. Honestly, not sure why they're not near me, but not complaining. I'm gonna go to bed. Alright, big staff building day. Let's get it. Okay, so I want this little roof detail thing to kind of look like a wandering mage's staff, perhaps? Something that they would carry when they go foraging for like herbs. I really think this is going to top off the build super, super nicely. I am placing this super randomly and really hoping and praying that it looks good. But I mean, I keep doing that and it keeps working, so I think we should trust me here. Me at myself. I truly don't know what this looks like right now, but I want it to look kind of wiggly laying on top of the building. Let's just get this thing done. Okay, I think the final thing for these roof details is to add in a little detail here. It kind of looks like some sort of gem or something hanging on the edge of the staff. Gonna add in a couple of lights here. There is so much scary stuff in here you would not believe. Oh my gosh. That is not what I wanted to see. Oh my goodness, there's actually more creepers in there than I thought. Ah! I really need to stop killing those things near my builds. Alright, okay, they're gonna... Oh no, they're gonna have a fight and then they're probably gonna shoot the... Yep. I knew that was gonna happen. Hopefully not too much damage in there though. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's take a little look, see if we can see how much damage that did. Oh, that's not too bad. We can work with that. Let's probably go to sleep first though. I guess these guys have claimed my apothecary. If you were wondering though, this is the final build. You can't really see it, but I'm sure you'll see it in the morning. This was a bit of a nightmare because A, cherry blossom biomes are stupid rare for no reason at all, and B, frog lights are adorable and so annoying to get. But eventually I found and obtained both, and I also grabbed some miscellaneous leaves and small mushrooms, because those always come in handy at some point. I think that some of the weird little detail builds that are pretty easy to forget end up being the ones that kind of make builds like these. I have this idea to build some gigantic flowers here and there, and I think it's going to end up being super cute and bringing the entire thing together. Okay, making these flowers definitely feels like something's wrong. In the sense that they definitely don't look like the flowers properly close up. But I think from a distance it's gonna give the right vibe, and that's all that really matters. It's also super hard to maneuver around these things. That was the saddest scream ever. I guess whilst we're down here, we can take a little look and just... Oh, okay. That's actually not terrible. Alright, I think I just need to add a little bit extra to like these ones maybe, bring them out, make them a bit more 3D around the yellow part, but I'm actually quite happy with that. Alright, we're not looking too hot from this side, but... It works. I'm gonna do another lot of those flowers over here. I think I'm probably gonna do pink on this one. I think the worst thing about this is having to go back and like mine a bunch of the things that you've already placed in order for it to look a little bit better. But you know what? I think when they're with the rest of the build, nobody's gonna notice that they're looking a bit funky from some angles. The front angle looks great, and that's all that actually, I guess it's the back angle that looks great. Oh well. Oh my gosh. This is basically parkour for me. Like, this is so difficult. And not that it's actually difficult to do, it's just that sometimes I have trouble maneuvering around Minecraft. Exhibit A. Oh, now I have to get all the way up here again. Ooh, they're looking cute. Oh, I should probably add bottoms to those flowers too. And I think finally we'll do a flower 3 right here. I don't want to have this one come out of the ground from a few different angles. And then get rid of these ones. Oh my gosh, the sun is going down already. Why was this taking me so long? I guess because I have to sort of fiddle around with all of these blocks to make them look how I want them to look. And I can't just build straight up and fill in gaps and whatnot like when I'm building a house. Okay, definitely a little bit scary up here, but at least the view of this area is cute. Now I need to try and get down without dying because I didn't bring my water bucket with me. Am I gonna be maneuverly challenged here? Let's find out. Nice, okay, I would have loved to have known what would happen if I landed on a lily pad. You take damage if you land on a lily pad? Oh my gosh, you do. Okay, I actually could have died then, I guess. Well, I might not have died, but probably would have been close. When I finished with the big flowers, the area still felt like it was missing something. So I took the mossy vibes of the rest of the build and made another cutesy moss house for me and all of the fairy friends I definitely have. Truly hoping when I step back from this looks like a good roof. Okay, let's do that little step back and let's see how we're going. Oh, you know what? That's not too bad. It definitely helps that I've already done these so you can kind of see where it's going. Oh, and there is also a hole here too. Okay, we can fix that though. Okay, I think the final touch to this is to add a little bit of bone meal to the thing. Oh, we probably don't want any of those. Wait, did they just spawn up here? Oh no, I put those there, obviously. Okay, that should be super, super cute. Oh no, I need to put a little bit here too. Ah, I need to go get more bone meal. All right, much better. Love it. Let's go to bed. I'm super happy with that. Remember at the beginning of the video when I said day 1 is my favorite? I was lying. I think it's actually this day because this is the day where I run around and I do all the paths and all the extra details that just bring the area together. Because right now this is just a bunch of random builds next to each other. So let's get these things connected and looking all cute and collective? I feel like that's not the correct word, but anyways. Okay, so I've run around and marked out a few areas where I'm gonna put the pathways. Now I've just got to fill in all of these gaps with coarse dirt. And then I guess I'll go back through, get rid of all of the dirt in between, and then make it, I think I'm gonna do mud bricks and then do the packed mud like that. And then just follow, you know, like the design that I've already done here. And it should look super cute. And I guess uniform? Usually I do like a random design with the pathways, but this time we're gonna do something a little different. Notice how putting in these fence gates stopped anything scary from coming through? Kind of crazy how that works. I did think that I would still see them like hopping through and like standing here and then going back, but I guess it works. Alright, we are slowly but surely getting there. Now we just need to add in the packed mud. Ooh, this is hard to actually see where I'm meant to be putting these. Oh no, it's so hard to tell what's coarse dirt and what's not. Oh, I guess I could just do that. That works. Okay, I've never worked with packed mud before, I don't think, and if I have, I don't remember it, but going up on my list of favorite blocks because it sounds so good to place. Does it have a good walking sound? Not really a good walking sound. Ooh, but the mud bricks do. Okay, I've just discovered signposts. How have I not seen these before? That is so cute. We got the dock and the mushroom house. We've got the apothecary over here. We don't have a... I guess we don't need a sign for this one, but what about the moss house? No! How do I get it? How did I get it to face the other way for that one? Okay, never mind. I give up. I give up. Okay, I didn't give up and I finally placed it. We have an arrow to the moss house now. And then over on this signpost, we have the portal and the castle. This moss house definitely doesn't need a signpost. I also just don't want to go through the pain of trying to get another sign on this bit for some reason. That was so difficult. Okay guys, I found a bunch of mushrooms left over from when I got these mushrooms, so I'm gonna just place a bunch of this podzol from when I got bamboo and make a bunch of little fairy circles, which I think is actually gonna just... oh, it's gonna complete the area so much. I'm so excited to see how this looks. Okay, I think that's all the circles I made. Let's add some mushrooms. I feel like I'm just gonna put literally a mushroom on every single thing. I think that's how fairy circles work, to be honest. Oh my gosh, that looks so cute. Okay, last couple circles. No, how am I too short? Okay, I must have another few somewhere. Oh my goodness, look how cute they look. Okay, love it. Love it. I'm in love with this area. Full stop. Alright, so the torches here are really killing my vibe. So we're gonna get rid of these and replace them for some lovely lamps. Surprise, surprise, we're doing lamps near the end of the video. Okay, so I'm gonna do our classic style of lamp, which is usually like this with a slab on top and then some trapdoors either side, but instead of using lanterns this time, I'm going to use glowberries. I actually don't know how I'm going to stop these from growing all the way to the ground. I did hear that if you shear them, it stops them from growing, but I tried that before and that did not work. I am, however, going to have to use bone meal, I think, to get these to light up. I feel like they probably grow... I can't remember. I think they grow berries anyway, but just to be safe, we will bone meal them because we do want to light this place up. Okay, you may be thinking, why are there a bunch of dirt towers in your village now? That's not very fairy core. And the answer is, I had the idea to add some floating lanterns. So now I just gotta run around and pick up all of this dirt, and then I guess I've got to build myself back up there so that I can actually place some lanterns. But that's fine. At least the sound of breaking dirt is a little bit satisfying. Let's add a lantern here. Any more up here? No. And then we can add one here and here. I think we can reach that one and this one and this one. Can we reach that one? We can. And now we just need to build up for this one, and this should look super, super cute. That does... Do you know what? That kind of looks like Tangled, right? It's like Tangled colors. I know this is meant to be like fairy core, but I guess this is fairy tail core now. No, I really love those. Okay, let's add some more of those. All right, I'm gonna run through this final detail part real quick. I'm just gonna add a bunch of oak saplings, and then obviously they will grow into trees eventually. But I think these will be the finishing touches, and then I'll run around, put some of my usual barrels and whatnot as decoration. And then we'll see how this all comes together shortly. As the sun set on my sparkling kingdom, I could see glimmers of light dancing on the lake and in the shining glass of the windows. Nestled securely in this grove by peaceful shining waters, I took in the haven of magic and wonder we had created. We had succeeded in creating something only discovered through fairy rings, looking glasses, down rabbit holes, and at the bottom of wishing wells. The perfect fairy core kingdom.